Hey guys, it's Mr. Awesome here, back with another video, and today we're, I guess, basically doing a continuation of the one video that I made a few days ago. So, essentially, this trans activist got upset that, other opinions and beliefs exist other than their own, so, yeah. I'm judging by how they talk about America, and they don't say, like, I'm assuming they're most likely in the UK or somewhere else where apparently they solve gun violence, even though knife violence in the UK seems to be going up because, you know. If you don't got a gun, you want to commit a crime, you might as well use a knife to commit a crime, you know. Yeah. And they get so triggered that I wasn't getting upset for what they were saying, to the point where they went onto my profile, looked at my bio, and got triggered over that too. And they went through my feed and looked up a thing from the Babylon Bee, so they got triggered over that, calling me a transphobe. Again, if any activists are watching this, if you call somebody a transphobe, it's not an argument. It's just a cop out. It's you not really having any actual, like, point, and you're just there to get a gotcha. Then again, you're dealing with people who want to censor free speech because it hurts their fifis. But yeah, they also went after the fact that I'm looking for a girlfriend, and they tried to get under my skin by, kind of making fun of me for that. This is kind of funny coming from a person where if you accidentally misgender them, they crumble into pieces. And they're trying to say that it's all just propaganda on my side. It's literally not propaganda. The Babylon Bee is a fucking satire site that actually kind of makes a lot more sense than the actual news, but it's still a satire site, even though as it seems to be a lot more factual than the mainstream media. But at the end of the day, it's a satire site, and this person's acting like it's a propaganda website. They're jokes. They're jokes. But I know for a fact that the left, they not only can they not meme, but they can't joke either, because jokes are usually meant to kind of push the boundaries. But if you try to push the boundaries, they'll call you every Istonphobe in the book. So that, literally there's no point in trying to talk to these people. There's no common ground you can make. And see, with the rhetoric that they're pushing, they're a lot more hateful than I could ever be. And, well, I've said it before, I'm kind of an asshole. But even these people make me look like, Gandhi, or whatever. And the thing is whatever this person says, it's not gonna affect me because I'm not as fragile as they are. I have thick skin that I built over the years, thanks to bullying and me almost blowing my brains out a few times whenever I was younger. But I managed to fight through that, and I grew thicker skin, became a better person. But, but this person would most likely, I don't know, go into shock if somebody made a joke towards them, or even, like, a very simple disagreement seemed to trigger this person. I'm gonna be showing more screenshots of this, so let's just get into this. Okay, so my dumbass got all these pages mixed up, so I'm going to have to go through them, like, not in order, unfortunately. That's on my part. Again, I'm kind of an idiot. But yeah. So let's start, shall we? Okay, so we got a gem right here that states the following. These are the types of people ranged against trans people. You have the MAGA nut jobs like Ron DeSantis, potential presidential candidate next year. By the way, that's awesome. Who wants to roll out his anti-trans, LGBT, anti-woman, what? Anti-woman? Well, what's a woman? Pro-gun bigotry across the USA. How the fuck can guns be bigots? I'm sure someone out there has made, like, a leftist, talking point generator, or like a something racist generator, structural racism, stuff like that. Well, interstellar racism, transportational racism, fucking hydrational racism, televisional racisms, is I don't know, racisms. You just add a word, like any type of word, and then put racism after it, and you have the average talking point of a progressive leftist. Which, now that I think of it, it seems to transphobia and whatever else is apparently a bigger issue than racism, compared to what it used to be. Same thing with feminism. They just kind of threw feminism under the bus because, you know,
I don't want to play with you anymore.
I just kind of find it funny that they just kind of abandon a movement whenever it's not convenient anymore. Like, they just throw it away like a used condom. Speaking of used condoms, take a look at this disgusting statement. See, they say they want to teach under 11s about relationships, not sex. The thing is, when you talk about relationships, that is also going to involve talking about sex and other things like that. And we've seen what ends up being taught in schools of small children whenever teachers bring in party favors, which those party favors being butt plugs and other things like that. You know, just passing them out like candy, or you know, like those things you usually get at parties, stuff like that. But no, look, they bring that shit in, and we're supposed to not see it as predatory as hell. But yeah, they also still want to blame the gun, even though the gun is not a sentient being. The gun doesn't get up and start shooting people. There needs to be a person on the other end. Or, well, yeah, there's a person on the other end. I mean, like, a person has to pick up the gun and use it. But for some reason, they just, you know, they just can't think rationally, which is, I mean, that's kind of obvious. And the thing is, they're trashing the United States because of the gun violence, a lot of it. Riddle me this, bat them. Where is all of this gun violence happening in the United States? Is it happening in red areas? Or is it happening in Democrat-run shitholes? You know, in quote-unquote gun-free zones. And the thing is, the only mass shooting I can think of that happened in a red state was the Stoneman Douglas High School massacre, where Nicholas Cruz clipped a bunch of kids. The thing is, I'm guessing this could have been avoided if it was a gun-free zone, even though, well, I mean, it kind of already was, but, you know, gotta make sure you put up a sign. Well, shit, I guess I gotta go home then. It was a gun-free zone, you know. Yeah, so the logic is kind of stupid, you know, especially with New York putting those things up. Obviously, that's gonna stop shootings. And on another topic, speaking of New York, look at the fucking streets and how disgusting they are. Obviously, that's another telltale sign of a Democrat-run shithole. Usually it's like the high rate of homeless people. But yeah, apparently criminals can't read because it's obviously a fucking gun-free zone. You're not allowed to have guns there. So yeah, this yeasty beast keeps trying to misinterpret what I'm saying. They're trying to insinuate that I'm blaming the LGBT community for the creeps that are using it as a shield. And they're trying to be like, well, you're saying that the community shields them? No, I'm saying they're trying to use the community as a shield. But it's like trying to talk to a brick wall with this person. Now see, the way I see it, and the way of how I handle this is, if you're trying to prey on children, then I will deal with you accordingly. It doesn't matter who you are, gay, straight, trans, lesbian, whatever. If you're going to try to prey on children, you will suffer greatly. Really, really unpleasantly. And they're trying to talk about the Don't Say Gay bill, which is actually called the Parental Rights and Education bill. It doesn't specifically mention LGBT or gay or anything like that. It's just, they heard that the media called it the Don't Say Gay bill, and then you got a bunch of retards on TikTok going, "Yeah, that guy! Yeah, gay! It's Nazi fascism!"
Ron DeSantis' so-called Don't Say Gay bill has now had some pretty devastating ramifications on teachers, especially in Orange County, Florida, where it turns out that now educators will not be able to display a photo of their loved one if their loved one happens to be of the same sex. Now, teachers and staff members will be disallowed from wearing rainbow articles of clothing. Elementary level teachers reported being discouraged from putting pictures of their same-sex spouse on their desk or talking about them to students. So,
Anna, you conniving cunt, do you understand that you're misinterpreting what the bill is about? The bill is not trying to erase gay people. It's trying to erase the fact that teachers want to prey on children. And it seems that sometimes the teacher just so happens to be gay. And then you have this ass-munching retard right here.
Just as a reminder, we live in a world where this exists, where a Louisiana teacher admits to giving kids cupcakes laced with husband's sperm. But yeah, teaching kindergartners that gay people exist is the real problem in our country.
Okay, you lopsided potato-looking ass. Did you not read the headline? They were charged. They were punished for doing that disgusting act. They weren't just like, yeah, we did it, and the police were like, oh, well, since you admitted it, we're gonna let you off. No, they were fucking arrested for it. This victim complex that they have. You are not an oppressed class if you have an entire fucking months dedicated to you. The way I could essentially describe this bill in the best way possible, it's with a quote from a song.
Hey, teacher, leave them kids alone.
Yeah, so, okay, next. But yeah, as I said before, they tried to misinterpret what I'm saying. And they tried to hint at that I don't care about Americans being killed by guns, which is absolutely untrue, but it goes to show this person is in bad faith. You want to know a couple places more dangerous and deadly than the United States? El Salvador, Brazil, anywhere where there's a lot of cartels. So yeah, we're not the most violent. We're definitely pretty damn violent because of gangs and mental health, but, you know. But yeah, the thing is, the USA does not have the worst gun deaths. Obviously, whatever study she had, I don't think it was legitimate. Also, what the fuck is sea lining? I'm sea lining? Oh yeah? Well, hold on a second, guys, I'll be right back. Hey, Jerma.
Go fuck yourself.
Alright. This'll do. No you. No, but in all seriousness, I have no idea what that means. All I know is I went in there with good faith, and I tried to find common ground, and they just were like, you said phobia. So, from this point on, I'm not going to be pulling any punches and taking the gloves off, because if these people are going to be assholes to me like that, then I guess I could be an asshole as well. So with all that being said, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.